Hey, good morning, y'all. Still holiday season, so I want to say happy holidays and good morning from Tub Chronicles. Facebook been acting a little crazy lately. I tried to do a live the other day, and for whatever reason, folks weren't able to get on. I don't know, but hopefully that's not the case today, because I want to share something. Something I've been thinking about all night. And actually, I was having a brief conversation with someone today before I jumped on the Zoom. And I'm not going to say his or her name, but we were chatting, and they had said that they've had some failures. And, you know, maybe some folks may not believe in them, and more opportunities they're going to share with them. Let me tell you something. If you're able to get one person to believe in you, just one person, you know, other than your mom and your kids, okay, or your spouse, if you're able to get one person to believe in you, you have that it factor. And I want to share this with you. Typically, I jump on and say good morning and all this other stuff, but now I want to get right to the point. And I'm going to tell you from a personal experience. And I know all of you can echo this in some shape, form, or fashion. Whether you're supremely gifted mentally, or even if you're that person who was born with some mental disabilities. You know, a friend of mine, Tracy Broughton, says we all have disabilities. Some are just more visible than others. But we all have superpowers, and some are just more visible than others. That's from me, Robert Gary. And the bottom line is you have that it factor. And I was born with the it factor. And I'm just going to tell you. My parents used to always say, you know, Rabu, my dad would say, you know, I used to see you in the playground with the other kids, and kids would swarm around you. He would say this to me, you know, at a very young age. And as I got older, and he said, you always had that it factor. And many of you have it too. You know, I would tell Sherry when we were going through lean times, some of you know my story, you know, there were times because I was searching for the right opportunity, income wasn't where it needed to be. We ended up in foreclosure. Barely could. Well, we always bought groceries, but it was just tight. It was super duper duper tight, super tight. And all that time, you know, Sherry was scared because a lot of women need security. Well, not a lot of women. I'm not even gonna say all women, but some women need security. Because some women gonna be like, the hell with security. I'm gonna go out there and make it happen. And it's just, and neither one of them are good or bad. But she was scared. She was fearful. But I was like, okay, and literally, and maybe I was being insensitive because I've always had that it factor. You know, and I used to tell her, I was like, look, the only difference, I would say this out my mouth, and I meant this never being envious, but saying that the playing field was even. And I would say the only difference between Jay-Z and Puffy and me is that, you know, maturity, timing, the right opportunity. But I said there's no difference. There's no difference at all. You know, between me and Oprah, there's no difference. She doesn't have an it factor stronger than mine. I believe that in every soul of my being. Now that doesn't take away from Oprah, it doesn't take away from me. It doesn't take away from Jay-Z and Puffy, using them as examples. But you just have to know that you have that it factor. And all of you've had it. And all of you do have it inside. And sometimes we get caught up in the moment, or we get caught up with opportunities. There's so many people right now that I know that are part of certain companies, and they have the it factor. However, they've been told things like stick and stay, you'll get your pay. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Sometimes you have to keep looking and keep searching for the right opportunities. You know, there are people who get mad at LeBron James. You know, they say, oh, he left Cleveland, he went to Miami. They were mad. They burned his jerseys because he left their agenda. Yeah, the economy went down in Cleveland because, you know, the stores and the bars and the restaurants weren't eating off his back. Yeah, they were mad at this dude. And the economy went down for quite a while in the city of Cleveland because he didn't want to adhere to their agenda because he has the it factor. He went on to Miami. Miami did extremely well. Came back to Cleveland, gave them a championship. Went on to LA, gave them a championship. because he's always had the it factor. It didn't matter the team. But a lot of times people get stuck because you're listening to the coaches. Or not even the coaches, you listen to the owners, the GMs, the people who have a vested interest in their business, not yours. And you get stuck after hearing the same thing over and over again, the same narrative, the same rhetoric. Oh, you'll never make it if you go from one opportunity to another. That's bull crap. How many of you have had 5 or 6 jobs? You have the it factor. You just have to keep trying things. I could look back to when I was in high school. I was an all-state track athlete. I even went to Rutgers and ran a little bit of track there. But, and I played football. I was good at football. I was very fast, very quick. Obviously, there was something faster and quicker, bigger and stronger. But I'll say this, being an all-state athlete, and it's not a knock on my parents, but my mother and father never came to a football game and never came to a track meet. Now, it's interesting. When I kind of got in college and I heard about some of my friends parents who never missed a game, who never missed a practice, being immature, I was like, damn, if that was me, I'd be an NFL player by now. I would say that to myself. But that wasn't the case. I had the it factor. Maybe I didn't have the nurturing or in the sport that I believe I should have received at the time. But I had the it factor. It didn't matter. I was going to make it big in something. And I really made it big now. Oh boy. Thank God. And all of you have that same thing. You have the it factor. You have the it factor. You think about it, right? And those who know, I don't really talk a lot about religion or spirituality or anything like that, but I read the Bible, the Quran, and the Torah. And let's use the Bible for an example. And again, I'm not a religious aficionado under no circumstances. But this is just something that's you can read this in the text. In the Old Testament, and you read through the Old Testament into the New Testament, there's always a coming of the Messiah. He was 33 years old. He died at a certain age. You got to read it. You can look this up too. If you don't want to, you can look up the Cliff Notes. Go to YouTube and you can look up the coming of the Messiah, how the story started in the Old Testament all the way to the New Testament. The point is, you have that same thing inside you. There's always been a coming of you. You just didn't find the right opportunity yet. And you're going to have to keep searching for the opportunities. It doesn't mean stay in one place. It doesn't mean be super laser focused on one thing. That's not always the answer, because when you listen to a lot of stories, and I read a lot of autobiographies, when you listen to a lot of stories, you hear that they did different things, that they went through trials and tribulations. Now, do you hear discipline and I stayed the course? Yes, you do. But the story always goes like this. You have the it factor. You've always had it. But somewhere along the lines, somebody done beat you up. Society done beat you up. Maybe a relationship done beat you up. Maybe you joined a network marketing company and they done beat you up. Okay? To make you feel, and feelings aren't always facts. They're feelings, and they're worth respecting and honoring, but they're not always facts. Sometimes you've been made to feel that you aren't the best, or that you don't have the it factor, based on some other people's opinions of you, or based on what other people may not say, what other people may feel that you haven't reached the level of success that they think you should have reached in their companies. Key point there, in their companies. So I want to jump on this morning, and I want to share this because you have the it factor. I know you have it because I have it. It's simple. I breathe the same air that you breathe. I bleed the same blood that you bleed. If I'm a dude, I put on pants the same way you put on your pants. Okay? Nothing changes. You have it because I have it. I have it because you have it. We are one. We have it, and we all have it. It's just some key contributing factors: maturity, the right opportunity, timing, being focused, knowing when to move on to the next opportunity. All of that factors in. None of that takes away from the it that you have inside of you. And far too often we listen to this bullshit. And I'm saying it as it pertains to the network marketing industry. Some of you have been a part of a company. Now I want you to hear me when I say this. Some of you have been part of a company for 10, 15, 20 years. And you love being around. And it's holding you back from really getting to that big point that you really want to get to. Have you become a great person? Sure. Have you made good relationships? You better believe it. But have you hit that apex? Have you hit that mark that you've been wanting to get to, even on a financial level? No, you haven't. Because you need to do something else. You need to do something else. You need to add something to your plate. You need to add something to your repertoire. You have the it factor. But when they say when timing meets opportunity, oh boy. When your it factor meets the right opportunity, oh boy. So I just wanted to jump on this morning, say happy holidays to some folks. I did a live yesterday, but again, I think it was a little jacked up. But man, listen, y'all got it. You have it. I said you have it. Damn it, don't nobody else said you have it. I said you have it. And I'm wrong 99.9% of the time, but hopefully I'm right this 1% of the time, okay? You have it. You have the it factor. That's why your friends laugh when they're around you. You know, you have the it factor. They don't laugh at you, they laugh with you. You have the it factor. And what is the it factor? The way you feel right now. Damn it, I got it. That's what it is. And you can do everything you want to do with it. Don't be listening to them jokers that have hidden agendas. They want you to stay on their team. And I couldn't use a better example than the Cleveland LeBron example. You can't find a better example than that. That man decided to do something else with his it factor, and people burned his jersey. Because he was taken away, or they believed that he was taken away from them. Man, get out of here with that bullshit. Excuse my language on this Sunday morning. I shouldn't even be cursing like that. I apologize. But I'm fired up. And hopefully my cursing just now doesn't take away from the whole message that I'm trying to give. But you have the it factor. And if I get fired up when I hear people say things like the gentleman told me today, he said, you know, people might not follow me because I've had other failures. I was like, and you got one person. I didn't say this to him, but I'm saying it to him now if he's on his live. You had one person to follow you. So you're just doing something right. All right, y'all, let me say what's up to some folks this morning. What's up, Dory? Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Thomas, what's the deal? Brother Q, what's happening, man? Happy Sunday. Hey, Rosa, what's happening? Gloria, what's going on? Hey, Monique, what's the deal, lady? Katika, what's happening? Judy, good morning, sis. Hey, Donna, what's going on, Donna? Tonya, good morning. Genevieve, good morning. Rick, what's the deal? Louisa, good morning. PC, what's the deal, bro? Eddie, how you doing? Samuel, what's going on? Zanabu, good morning. I forgot how to pronounce this, my man. Samel, I believe that's it. Get me if I'm wrong. Manny, what's going on? Oh, thanks, Anisha. I appreciate that. Hey, cousin Event, what's happening? Markeisha, good morning. Oh, my man Matt. What's going on, Matt? See, Matt has supreme talent. Great football player, but he's always had the it factor. Since high school, he always had the it factor. Eureka, what's going on? Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Hey, Kim, good morning. Tronda, good morning. Hey, Dawn, what's happening, lady? Darnell, good morning. I appreciate that, Eddie. Vonda, good morning. Say I'm dropping some gems. I appreciate that. Lisa, I'm glad I finally went and got my business license to start my own healthcare business because the post office is too cool for going on anything. It's important. I love it. I love it. Congratulations, Lanisha. I love it, Kwatika. It Factor Mindset Program. What's going on, Preston? Hey, Doris, happy birthday again. Melissa, what's happening? J.E., what's going on? Preston, you gotta go get it. I got something for you, baby. Thanks, Doris. I appreciate that. Yo, it's real. Don't listen to the BS. You know it. What's going on, Wavy? Thanks, Preston. I appreciate that. Hey, Deanna. What's going on, lady? What's going on, Gerard? Exactly. Jason, what's going on, man? Hey, Deirdre, what's happening? Tell my man Kemp I said, what's up? Good morning, you too. What's going on, Joyce? Hey, Miss Lauren Harris. What's going on, lady? Bruce, what's still, bro? Good morning. No problem, Kathy. It's all good. Okay, Daniel, I hear you from Croatia. Get a little hot in here. It's like 30 degrees outside. But it's 100 something in this pool. What's the deal, Kyrie? Hot Tub Chronicles in effect, baby. You named them that. Royal, what's going on? Thanks, Simone. I appreciate that. For 5 years of working 9 to 5, I'm never felt so angry knowing that I'm in for something. Yo, bro, Q is real. What's going on, Rick? Chris, what's happening? Nam Fundu, what's going on? No problem, Joyce. John, good. I'm glad you hear me, bro. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. What's up, Taj? Tanisha, what's going on? Hey, Ardina, what's happening, lady? Hey, Stella. I'm with you, Preston, real deal. Anthony, what's still, bro? Kyrie, I caught it in tail end. Tony, what's going on? Mermy, good morning. Hey, Ashley. 6'9", what's still, lady? Patricia, what's happening? Hey, Zoe, what's going on, lady? Lawrence, my man, what's still, bro? Daisy Focus, you know it, Kyrie. Good, Joyce. You have the it factor. That's what I'm talking about. Malik, what's going on? Eloise, I think that's right. Or Eloise. If it's Eloise, it's Lady Eloise. No. What's going on? Darren, what's the deal, bro? Paul, what's happening? Hey, Sharice, what's the deal, lady? Jose, what's going on? Baldwin Hill Curves, you know what's going on? Mark, what's the deal, man? Ben? Michelle, good morning back at you. Chief Scott, what's the deal, baby? There it is, Anthony. You can fall 100 times, but you got to get up one-on-one. Josh, what's the deal, man? Yusef, what's going on, bro? D-Sap, good morning, bro. Yo, it's a little chilly outside, and the heat and the steam making tears come out my eyes. Oh, gotta turn that water back on. All right, good. Marlo, what's happening? Kyrie, you stupid. Hey, Vanessa, what's happening? Hey, Wendy, good morning. Yes, I did turn down the hot tub today. It's only at 102. Whew, my hand's a little chilly. Good God Almighty. My hand getting cold. I'm about to jump off this live, put my hands underneath the water, and dip my head underneath too. Johnson, what's happening? Mary, what's going on, Gloria? Dennis, peace, back at you, brother. Me too. What's going on, Carl? Adamar, hope I said that right. Daisy all day long, you know it. All right, y'all. Whew. I'm about to bounce. I got some running around to do today, so I can't be here all morning. Shrivel up like a raisin. But hey, I just wanted to jump in. Hot Tub Chronicles, you have the it factor. Anybody trying to reach out to me, inbox me on my inbox. My assistants will be working today. I won't be answering Messenger, but my assistants will be working all day today. They'll be getting back to you. I got some stuff to do. I can't mess with Messenger today. But you have the it factor. Don't let nobody tell you different. Love y'all a whole bunch. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.